Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about some of the monsters that Sunbreak should have. Of course, this is a personal opinion, so if you have a list of monsters you would like to see, let me know. And with the title update 5 around the corner, why not dream a little bit? I know these are not going to happen, but it is always nice to debate some of these ideas. Just to be clear, I won't even attempt to say any name because I don't wanna summon the devil with my pronunciation. Once that is out of the way, in my humble opinion there is a lack of good element weapons. Maybe poison is the one that holds quite up because of some gimmicky builds, but let's be honest, they rely on raw damage rather than poison itself. And some other elements like paralysis aren't really good because in terms of damage you end up losing a lot of DPS. So most of my pickups are monsters related to elements. Most of the time, if said monster uses an ailment, its weapons may have said ailment. Regarding this, another thing to point out is that there aren't that many ailment weapons. I mean, we have like 9 dragon, 8-9 fire weapons, but in some other categories 3 para, 3 sleepy ones and so on. If we are talking about the late game, maybe just adding these monsters like that may not be the best of ideas, so I would like to see powered up versions of them, with of course competitive equipment regarding ailments. Another thing to keep in mind is a bit more of diversity. For example, I like Spina so much because it uses poison, paralysis and fire. At first, it was a quite entertaining fight because of those attributes. Why not some other monsters that inflict different combinations like Ice Blight, Sleep and Poison? That is what attracted my attention out of Frontier monsters. They use different ailments. Basarius on its own I believe is an interesting monster, but we end up fighting it quite early in the game. But if we add something like those ones, I am sure we could have interesting combinations. Plus the freaking forgotten monsters that are pretty much exclusive to Frontier. I would like Capcom to add completely new monsters, but that may be too much to ask, so I am okay with variants. Other elements that could be combined are Soiled, Slow Down, or those that reduce defense, attack and so on. Of course, in this list I also tried to add monsters that do not feel repetitive, like we are fighting a sort of dragon, wyvern, or stuff like that. And on top of that, why not another freaking fire monster? This one, to be honest, was more about its design because it looks freaking good, and Zelda's Queen, because we need more insects. Most of the endgame fights are pretty much dragons, or some sort of dragon, and the ones that are coming are, once again, most likely dragons. So I definitely would like to see more diversity here, like a recent Zelda's Queen that inflicts Water Blight, Defense Down and Blast. Why not? Something that some of you have pointed out is that Sunbreak has a nice roster, meaning that it has a nice variety of monsters. If they add interesting combinations of ailments on top of that, is for sure going to be a cool experience. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.